Digital identity has reached systemic failure. Autonomous AI is now capable of mimicking human features with enough fidelity to bypass traditional video authentication. For years, security systems operated on the assumption that a camera sensor provided a direct link to a living person. If the visual scan matched a stored biometric profile, the user was verified. Modern deepfake architectures have rendered this assumption obsolete. Attackers no longer need to deceive a camera. They can now inject synthetic video frames directly into the device's processing feed. This vulnerability is driving a shift toward a new standard, proof of humanity. Because visual and audio outputs can now be synthesized at scale, digital trust must be rerouted in cryptographic and hardware-level validation. The most prominent attempt to solve this is WorldCoin, a project co-founded by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. Their solution relies on a specialized hardware device called the orb, which serves as a physically rooted trust anchor. Inside the device, high-resolution imaging captures the complex patterns of the iris and converts them into a cryptographic hash called an iris code. To protect privacy, WorldCoin claims raw biometric images are immediately deleted, leaving only the mathematical representation. Despite various reports, major platforms like Tinder and Zoom are not currently utilizing iris-based verification at scale. The Deepfakes feature, often attributed to Zoom, is a documented media hallucination and is not part of their enterprise security product line. While limited iris scanning pilots exist, they remain niche due to the high physical friction of requiring users to visit a hardware device in person. Because of these hardware barriers, the industry is moving away from iris scans for general consumers, focusing instead on an invisible, multimodal security stack. In the consumer app vertical, the challenge is proving a user is a unique human without adding enough friction to damage the user experience. This visualization shows passive liveness. Modern sensors project infrared light to analyze the subsurface reflectance and microtextures of human skin. Smartphones leverage LiDAR and photometric analysis to confirm biological 3D volume, distinguishing a living face from a digital screen or mask. Apps also execute hardware path verification. The software audits the device's internal circuitry to ensure the video data originates strictly from the physical camera sensor, blocking virtual webcams or software-injected feeds. When legal identity is required, the stack utilizes zero-knowledge proofs. A government ID enters a cryptographic gate, verifying its validity to an app without sharing underlying data. This proves you are a unique human while keeping your name, birth date, and ID number private. The goal of this stack is to guarantee human uniqueness while explicitly protecting user anonymity. Financial institutions operate under a different mandate. Legal Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering regulations require them to link humanity to a specific legal identity. Banks have largely moved away from point-in-time checks, like one-time SMS passwords, which are highly vulnerable to interception and SIM swapping. This scatterplot details continuous behavioral biometrics. The system evaluates physical mechanics over an entire session. Banks monitor variables like keystroke rhythms, swipe angles, touchscreen pressure, and gyroscope entropy. If a device is perfectly still, it's flagged as an automated bot.
Note that while behavior is tracked, banks do not continuously monitor ambient audio through your microphone due to strict privacy laws. In this model, stolen credentials are useless because an attacker cannot replicate the unique microphysical behaviors of the account holder. Beyond tracking behavior, financial security relies on verifying the physical integrity of the hardware itself. Banking apps execute cryptographic handshakes with the device's secure enclave, or TPM. This attestation confirms the request is coming from an untampered physical device rather than an emulator. These measures are being codified into law, most notably through the rollout of the eIDAS 2.0 framework across the European Union. This legislation is standardizing the move towards digital identity wallets. In this workflow, a physical passport with an NFC chip acts as the root of trust, cryptographically signing the digital credentials stored on your smartphone. Modern financial security is a hybrid architecture that roots digital identities directly into physical hardware and state-issued documents. Looking ahead, the focus is expanding from secure logins to the broader problem of synthetic media consumption. This animation shows content provenance, or C2PA. As a camera sensor captures a frame, it immediately appends encrypted metadata blocks to the file structure.
This cryptographic watermarking mathematically proves the media was captured by a physical sensor, rather than being generated by a server. The verification battle has expanded. Security now involves confirming the user behind the device and cryptographically validating the origin of the pixels on the screen. This infrastructure is preparing for an era where users deploy personal AI proxies to handle transactions and negotiations on their behalf. Security systems must establish verified sub-identities, creating protocols to distinguish an authorized personal assistant from a malicious autonomous bot. To manage this safely, the industry is testing fully homomorphic encryption. This technology allows two systems to process and verify biometric data while the information remains entirely encrypted in transit. This privacy-preserving computation confirms your identity without any server ever seeing, storing, or decrypting your actual biometric data. To navigate the transition to the verified web, there are several immediate steps you should take to protect your digital identity. First, adopt Passkeys. By replacing traditional passwords with on-device biometrics, Passkeys effectively neutralize most phishing and social engineering attacks. Second, reduce your digital exhaust. Limit the public availability of high-resolution, front-facing videos and clean audio, as these are the primary training materials used to build deepfake clones. Third, establish a low-tech safe word with family and business partners. This simple verbal secret provides a manual way to bypass digital impersonation attempts. Always check privacy policies for on-device processing. Verification should happen locally on your phone, rather than being transmitted to a cloud database. Finally, monitor your active session logs. Because authentication is now continuous, attackers often seek to shadow an existing session rather than steal a password. To stay informed on technical shifts in digital security, like and subscribe to KYC AI Labs, where we break down the science behind the headlines.